Hello, and welcome to the Juice Pouch Players. Today we'll be reviewing the game I Hate to Kill You.
Princess Bride is one of my personal favorite films, so I'm really excited to go over this one. So, let's start with all of our criteria. If you don't know what our criteria is, please feel free to check out the video that says review criteria, so you know what we're looking for in a board game.
Probably linked in the description or somewhere.
Yes. So first is how transportable is this game? It is very transportable.
It is.
This is the size of the box.
It's incredibly small, easily transportable.
Yeah, super easy. Even if like the box is too big, there's like barely any components that you can fit all of it in a sandwich size bag.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
True. Yeah, but it's also like not a very thick box.
Yeah.
You can easily fit this in any small backpack or purse to bring wherever you want.
100%. How long does it take to play? The box says 5 to 10 minutes. In my experience, it takes like closer to 20. Because I mean, there's some thinking involved, so you know, wanting to figure out your strategy and stuff like that. But long story short, it's still a very short game.
Next is how long does it take to set up? That would be about 5 minutes. There's enough dice that you have to split between 2 people that it takes a little bit of time. Plus, you have to pick your character.
Yes, and there's 5 characters to choose from, which is a whole lot of fun. If you pick characters that actually fight each other in the movie, you're given a script to say either between turns or before the game starts, so that takes time. It's like literally 2 lines. It's not that much, but I mean, that still adds to the time to set up.
And it's very fun.
Yes. How easy is it to pick up? It is very easy. All you really do is roll a dice, then play a card. That affects your dice. And that's the end of the turn, really.
Yeah.
It's super easy to pick up. Don't really need a practice round for it unless you really want to.
Is it young kid playable? Absolutely yes.
Yes.
I think you can sit down with a child of just about any age, have them try this out, and they pick it up in 20 minutes.
They do have to be able to read because they have to read the cards.
And they do have to be able to count to, I think it's 10?
Something like that. Is it grandma playable?
Maybe.
It depends. Because I mean, you do have to read the cards, and the font is not all that big. So if your grandparent has a hard time seeing, it might be a little bit difficult. But I mean, with the simplicity of it, pretty much anybody can play it.
One of the big appeals of this game is the fact that it is Princess Bride themed as well. So unless your grandmother is if your grandmother's not into the Princess Bride, she'll probably not be very interested in this game. And therefore will have a harder time picking up the specific nuances of the cards assigned to each character.
How much critical thinking is in the game? Not a whole lot. I mean, you have different cards that give you different abilities, so you gotta, pick which card you want when to play it. So I mean, there's some thinking involved. It's not pure luck, but it's not like you gotta do all this math and pick this and pick that and think about consequences later and stuff like that.
True. Now, how many people does this game? Now, how many people can you play this game with? 2 total.
2. Yeah. You could theoretically, if you wanted to. If you have more people, like 4, you can split up into 2 teams. That will significantly lengthen the time of the game, and it'll make it hard for the scripts and stuff. It's doable, not really recommended.
Yes. So that makes it not large group compatible since there are only maximum of 2 players, but also team-based versions of this game would really only lengthen the playtime, and the game doesn't require enough strategy to really make teams worthwhile.
Yes. I mean, if you are playing with a little kid, that's something you could easily team up with.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't really know how to read, or it's kind of harder to concept. It's like, hey, you can roll the dice, and then have the parent or older sibling kind of pick the cards.
A round robin version of this game would actually be really fun.
I think that would be fun
Now
too.
that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And then any outside supplies needed?
Technically, no. We would recommend
Either some sort of bowl or dice tray or something like that, just to keep the dice from rolling around everywhere. That's just kind of something to keep in handy, but I mean, other than that, you don't really need any supplies for the game.
Especially when you're like a wild dice roller like myself and tend to roll the dice right off the table.
Yep.
Dice trays are very helpful, especially with children.
Alright, so out of 5 pouches, what do you give it?
I would give this 2.5 out of 5 pouches. I think it is a fantastic 2-player game. I think that for my personal preference, there are probably other 2-player games that I would go to first, but it is still a very, very fun game to play. How about you?
I would give it a 3. Like Emma said, it's probably not the best 2-player game out there. I really like it. I'm a huge fan of The Princess Bride. It like really takes in all the aspects of the movie. It's nice and quick and easy to play, and portable and stuff like that. So I give it a 3, which means on average we give it a 2.75 out of 5 pouches. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the game when you play it. Please watch our video where we explain how to play it and do a practice round.